house. He's getting mad. Hey.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is segment 2 of my Universal Studios vlog. I really hope you enjoyed the first segment, and today we are going to explore something very special. But before we start, let's grab a bite to eat because we are both so hungry. So let's find something to satisfy our appetites. So first we stopped by Cletus Chicken Shack thinking we would have a hearty meal to fill us up, but after all those rides, honestly I felt a bit nauseous, so we decided to refresh ourselves with some ice cream. So we came here to this ice cream parlor, and there are so many options here that we are a bit overwhelmed. And now my husband is placing the order while I wait for him. And after getting our ice creams, I am going to enjoy mine while we take a studio tour. Yes, guys, you heard that right. I am going to take you guys along with me on the studio tour. So be prepared and watch the whole video. If you want to speed it up, you can, but let me warn you, it's not the same experience. It's up to you anyways, but I will be sharing everything I saw, felt and experienced during the tour.
A set designer. He worked on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for Paramount back in the 1970s. So he designed the original glamour trams. In 2000, we added the onboard video system. Now the cool thing about having the video system, now when we're driving around the studio or we're passing by the movie tram, even during a quiet zone, if I'm not talking because of filming, if you pull that cord, your emergency takes priority over filming. No smoking on board, that includes vaping. The trip is going to include sudden tram movements, loud noises, fire effects, and water effects. So keep an eye on your stuff so they don't get wet. And since you're sitting pretty close to a lot of people, please don't dance. So we're about a year and a half away from the new coaster. The studio started back in 1912. That's when Carl Laemmle founded Universal Pictures out in New York. And the company didn't move to California until a couple years later. And on March 15th, 1915, Carl Laemmle invited the public into the studio, and they could watch silent movies being filmed. But then they invented sound for film, and they needed quiet on the set, so the original tour ended. And it wasn't until the 1960s, under the leadership of Chairman Lou Wasserman and executives Al Dorskin and Jay Stein, they brought the studio tour back on July 15th, 1960. All of these movies filmed in that stage. Douglas and Clint Eastwood.
You're just gonna stir things up here. That I am.
Dare you hit that man?
Mine hit the ground first. Mine was taller.
A little bit earlier this morning, they were doing a car commercial out in this part of our backlot. When we leave the old western town, we cross the border into a little Mexican village. And back in the 1980s, this part of the backlot was used for the comedy Three Amigos with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase. Universal isn't the only company that makes movies on the lot. Any studio can rent our sound stages or our backlot sets. Paramount had used this area for Nacho Libre with Jack Black. Recently, they had done some interviews out in this part of our backlot, some video interviews with the director and the stars of Wicked. And John M. Chu, who directed the film, got his start here at Universal, but probably not in the way you think. Not by directing a movie or a television show. You see, many years ago, we had a show in the theme park called Screen Test Comedy Theater, where volunteers were selected from the audience to participate in a live production demonstration, and then guests could take home a video of their performance. And if you look closely at the scene in the cast of this old Western bank robbery, that little frightened security guard is 8-year-old John M. Chu. Aww. At this point, we're a little bit past the halfway mark of the tour, and whenever we get to the halfway area, we always give everybody on the tram a reminder to remain seated throughout the trip. If you've got an emergency, you've dropped your phone over the tram while you're taking a picture, can't wait till the end of the tour to use the restroom, it's all okay. Don't jump off the tram. We're riding around on private property. Just pull that red cord above you, and when we're in a safe area, we'll stop. I'll come back. I'll see what you need help with. Now I'm going to turn off the sound again. This time should be very quick. Gasoline. Oh! I didn't see that coming. The shark's right next to us. We were just attacked by Bruce. That's the name the production gave the shark when they were filming Jaws. The film was directed by Steven Spielberg, and he had a lot to do with our attraction being built on the tour. The movie came out in 1975. The attraction opened in 1976.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a...
This was called Enter the Blumhouse. So we just passed by one of the houses that said Megan on it. They had characters from scary Blumhouse films walk around here, like Megan, The Purge, Black Phone, and Happy Death Day. And they had built these sets right in front of a very famous motel. Norman doesn't live alone. He lives with his mother. And Mrs. Bates normally sits in a chair. He's getting mad. Hey, put the knife away. Go back in the house. Look what he did to the airplane. It's a sharp knife. An airplane crashed behind the Psycho House, but Norman Bates didn't do this. Aliens did this. This is a set that was built for Paramount's War of the Worlds.
It's all designed around engaging with students. And so again, to sit down and talk about the world, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close.
Let me get in. What if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close. Let me get in. Get in.
We're going to be driving through one more movie set before we head back to the theme park, but we're still riding around on private property for the next few moments.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? But a little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a cold frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of
the last set on the back lot?
Ruthless as they come, he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul